Alright, so this is Free Game Part 2, or How to Not Sell Your Soul in the Music Business. So, well, I'm coming to y'all to tell y'all that distrokid, client only and invite only distribution. You know why? Because a lot of them companies have hidden fees and shit. So when you dealing with a distrokid or you can't even have customer service. So why would you want to deal with a distrokid? There's no customer service. All that shit is automated. So last night, okay, we did our little group thing on TikTok. I suggest you guys go read into Tiffany Gaines and, the people over there in groups. Really good people, solid. So this is some of the information from the AMP series. Okay, so I suggest that y'all automate y'all businesses and automate your emails. And how you do that is through Bandcamp, and direct consumer marketing. So even business. How I was breaking it down is that you sell your albums through there to make 85%, 90%, or take home 100%, however you negotiate that deal. So you keep leverage, and then that's how you build your bargaining power. Okay, so then we also got artist intake, or volume and output. So we're talking about sync licensing. There's so many pros out there. A lot of them are invite only, like CSAC and ASCAP and BMI. You have to pay the fee to register your songs there. So I suggest that you get the LLC and the trust to run it together. So if it's through a Reco Maiva, or if you get somebody to run the trust for you, make sure that you sign off on the documents. Then we got what I'm talking about is how the Bay Area culture, so from Silicon Valley, from the cannabis industries and music marketing, they run hand in hand together. So I would say Spotify radio, you don't really get paid from Spotify. I was running off of last year's metrics, but Tidal is one of the highest paying streaming platforms for, I say, independent artists. So I would advise you to get your sound exchange and make sure that your back end is right before you deal with any label, deal with anybody pertaining to a Rock Nation, anybody, because a lot of these people have attorneys in there and they work for the label, so they're not going to tell you that shit that they're doing behind the scenes, okay? So also, let's say we have our SEO and discoverability, so is where we have discography and revenue. So when you negotiate the splits of a record contract, or you negotiate the terms of a beat placement, that's what more so like my speed is placement. So paid collabs and sponsorships, if you're on the radar, what percentages are you making from that,